too high. Come and talk to me. I really what I need. So baby, can I talk to you? I really want I put it all on her, I get it right back. She put it all on me, I couldn't fight.
What's up, family? It's your big sis T Renee, and I am back today with another story. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hey, I'm hoping that one day you find something on this platform that resonates with you and make you want to come back and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in with me each time that I post, and I hope you enjoy today's video. I know y'all are here for a story time, and that's exactly what I'm going to give you. But before we get to that, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, drop down below in the comment section, leave a hey girl, hey, what's up, big sis? As in always, all comments are greatly appreciated and welcome, but make sure y'all keep them respectful. As you all have already seen the title, you have some idea of what this story time is going to be about, so let's get to it. Okay, so as y'all see, I am giving y'all a story time in my work truck. One thing about it, I'm going to make sure I try my best to stay consistent on this channel, whether I am at work, in my car running errands, and as y'all saw recently, I gave y'all story time while I was on vacation. Y'all, yeah, my plan was to go ahead and pre-record before I left, and I was like, you know what, if I don't do that, I'm going to make sure I spend some time in my downtime and give y'all the other one. So I basically gave y'all one story time last week, and I so apologize for that. That was never my plan. My plan was to stay consistent at least 2 times a week, give y'all story time. But this week, my plan is to give y'all 3, because I owe y'all another story from last week. But anyway, y'all, your girl is here. I'm back. Back on the grind per usual. But hey, this doesn't stop because this is what I enjoy doing, and I'm going to keep this up. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get into the story. So basically, this story is about a time that I was cool with, I feel like the biggest thought of any job I've ever had. And I don't know, I guess when you in dire need and you desperate, you willing to do anything to survive, you know? And who am I to judge people? But again, some stuff you just shouldn't do, especially around your children. But anyway, y'all, so let's get to this. So this girl, her name is Chastity. Chastity was somebody I met at one of my jobs. Yes, I know a lot of my story times have been centered around me dealing with people at a job that I had for a long time. And it's in that series, it's called Leave Those People at Work, for those that are new to this platform. Yes, it's basically leave them people at work. Some people are not meant to go with you to do things throughout your life. Well, continue doing it, you know. Sometimes people just come into your life for whatever purpose or reason. It may not necessarily be something that's beneficial or a lesson for you, but it could be for them. And you just the person that crossed their path. But anyway, so yeah, and maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. Chastity, we probably was around the same age. And Chastity had about maybe 4 kids. And they were by different men. Not here to judge. Do you, boo? Whatever makes you happy. Yeah. So anyway, Chastity also used to work a whole lot like me, but Chastity didn't have a car, and Chastity would deal with a lot of different men. And she wasn't in the position I was in at this job during this time, but for some reason Chastity used to come around me when we used to hang out, all kinds of nice handbags and just the ladies get. She had nice stuff, y'all. Chastity also stayed in what they call Section 8 housing, so she didn't really have any bills. You know, again, I'm not here to judge, baby. Get it how you live. If you need that assistance to take care of you and your kids, you need to do that. And like I said, she was working a lot of hours, but she wasn't making the pay that I was making. So I wasn't seeing how she was getting this money. And I used to ask her, I'm like, because at this point, we was pretty cool. We was pretty close. And she would tell me all kinds of stuff. She would tell me her business. So I felt like I was close enough to her to ask her, like, you got you a new boo or something that's taking care of you? You must met you a nice guy with some money. She was like, girl, no, baby, I'm taking care of me. Shit, I stacked up some money and I can do it, because I'm asking her how she got all this lavish stuff. Anyway, we move on from that. Fast forward. We still enjoy the rest of our night, this particular night that we was out. So the following week comes around. I see her. We hang out. Of course, I see her at work, but, you know, we at work, so we're not really hanging. And at this job, you can't really bring in all this personal stuff, especially nothing so lavish like a handbag. I wouldn't bring it to this job anyway. So we end up hanging out sometime in the middle of the week. And again, she comes, something really nice. And I know y'all probably wonder, like, where were her kids when y'all was hanging out? again, Chastity knew a lot of different guys, and I honestly think the last baby father she had, they were still really cool, but she was just not the guy. I mean, I guess she just wasn't the girl for him, and he wasn't the guy for her, and they still somehow was cool. They really co-parented well, and I guess he just knew she really wasn't ready for certain things, but he would watch them kids for her. He would watch all 4 kids for her. I don't know. And he had a girl, she had kids. I think he's just the guy that loved kids. So he would keep them kids for her. And it wouldn't be like she would be out with me all the time. I mean, I don't know what she did without me, but to my knowledge, she didn't hang out a whole lot. So I guess he didn't mind. He felt like he knew she needed that time as a mother, a single mother. She needed some me time. So maybe that's why he was cool with it. But anyway, I see her, nice shit again, and y'all, mind you, Chastity did not have a vehicle, but she had all this nice stuff. So I'm like, so you got all these nice bags that you saved up for, and the clothes and the shoes and all this fly shit that you got, jewelry and shit. She had stuff like that, y'all. But you had no vehicle. I'm like, I said, what happened to you getting the car? Oh, girl, I ain't worried about that right now. I get around. You know I get around. I'm like, yeah, okay. Y'all, we just deep into our little conversation, and I don't even know if she realized, but she kind of threw it like, yeah, she said something around the nature like, yeah, he had me ride with him, and I did XYZ, and he ended up giving me some money. Basically kind of saying like, she did a little something strange for some change with him and his friend, and he threw money at her. And I know we was really drinking, and I'm not going to say the alcohol made her blurt this out to me, or maybe she didn't realize that she never really told me about this particular dude that was a P. And y'all know what I mean by P. So it kind of like read it, like, so I'm sitting here just listening to her tell me some stuff. She kind of like said it real quick, but she didn't keep elaborating on it. But me, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna hold on to that, because I'm gonna ask her about this. I'm gonna ask her about this again. Like, do she realize what she just told me? Because again, she kept lying to me, telling me that this was money she saved. She didn't tell me that this was the dude that was giving her the stuff. Well, he was one of the guys that was giving her stuff. So anyway, she's still going on about some stuff and how the day was and all that. And like I said, I was trying to remember to ask her when she got done with that, you know. So who is this guy again? She tried to brush off mentioning the dude, whatever. She's like, girl, not just a friend of mine. Like, it's nothing. He be out here hustling. He do his thing. I'm like, yeah, okay. And so I'm like, what kind of things do he do? I'm trying to ask her, big nose as hell, like, what else do he do? Because again, I'm trying to see if she's selling her stuff, if she's selling her cat. Because you just basically said that in so many words, like, you hooked up with this dude and his friend. Is this how you get all this nice stuff? Being nosy as hell. Anyway, it don't matter. Because I just wasn't understanding the logic. Like, you a single mother with kids that you don't even have transportation for them. You be calling around trying to get rides and stuff. What? And the baby daddy, he do what he can for you, but I'm sure he getting tired of it. And I'm saying all this because she was complaining so much about, oh, I need a ride. You need a ride, but you walking around here with all these lavish ass shit that you don't even really need. So I just wasn't understanding the logic. But anyway, so yeah, fast forward. The week is going on or whatever, and I'm asking her, do she need a ride? Because it's like Friday. I'm like, do you need me to take you home? She was like, no, I'm good. This guy that worked with us was going to take her home. And it would be times where these men at our job would take her home. Like, it would be different men taking her home or whatever. And they had no problem with it. They would ask her for gas money and stuff like that. And how I know, because she used to be like, yeah, girl, Mr. So-and-so said he gonna take me. I ain't got to pay him or nothing. He cool. These are really good dudes in our group. And it wasn't just the men in our work group, but men in other work groups. Like, she had her rides home. And my thing is, she would complain about needing to go other places when she wasn't in work. So like I said, I wasn't understanding the logic and getting all these lavish gifts from people, but you wasn't trying to get the money to get a car. That's the most important thing. You needed to go to work and go pick up your kids and take them where they need to go, get them to their appointments. That's what she would be complaining about. But she would never be complaining about getting a ride home and coming getting to work, because obviously she had that hooked up. Yeah, I don't want to drag this all out. So long story short, she was hooking up with these people from our job that was taking her home and picking her up. She was giving them X and oral things like that for the ride. And how I found this out, her and one of the dudes had got into it or whatever. So we all sitting in like the office with some other people, and he kind of like put that out there. And I think the reason they got into it was because he actually started having feelings for her, and ended up finding out somehow that she was getting rides from other people, and she was doing the same thing that she started doing with him. I just don't understand it. And it's like, people need to realize a lot of times the ex is just what it is. You don't go fall for somebody that you hooking up with. Like, not saying that you can't have a relationship from that, because people do. They get married and all this other stuff. Don't know how committed they really are, but it happens. But my thing is, I feel like, and we all make the mistake, don't be hooking up with somebody you work with and expecting a serious relationship from them, because you really don't know what they do outside of this. Like, you wasn't always taking her home and picking her up for work. Like, so you have to wonder where else was she getting these rides and stuff from. Like, come on now. Like, y'all, he was like really butthurt about that, and basically was putting all her business out there. And so, you know, she wasn't at work this work, and it's so crazy. She just did not come to work this day. So I don't know if she didn't come to work because of this, in this situation with him, because he ended up coming to her house and they had a situation in her house. So maybe she didn't come to work because of that, but he came and he was selling all of her business. And a lot of times at our job, if y'all get into it outside the job and some of the stuff get back to work, they take it as the workplace issue. So it got out to somebody, like, I don't know, like, I guess one of the head managers found out about the stuff and they took them to HR. It was just a lot, y'all. But yes, that man told everybody that she was selling her cat for rides. And some of the guys was giving her money. But yeah, she wasn't taking his money to get a ride. And also, that dude that she mentioned to me that she robbed and realized, that dude, I don't think she wanted me to know, but she was just under the influence and just put her business out there. That dude was peeing her out, and that's how she was getting all this nice stuff. Dudes that she had like regulars, and they was giving her nice stuff, giving her money, and she was going to buy all this nice stuff with them guys. She would be on like these escorted dates with them. Like, she was one of them girls. But my thing is, why didn't you get a ride? If you're gonna do that, make sure you get the necessities, not the stuff to be flashy, because you look silly. And what about them kids? They shouldn't even be in the situation they're in if you getting it like that. I just wasn't understanding it, and I would just kind of like say something to her, but not really say it to insult her, because like I said, we were cool, but I don't think we were as tight for me to say those things without her feeling her way. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if you like it, I love it. Yes, y'all, she was selling her twat for jewels and a few dollars, but she didn't take them dollars and do what she needed to do it, which is so insane to me, y'all. And the crazy thing is, her and that dude still messed off after they separated them in the work group. Like, because when it comes to a situation like that, they gonna move you somewhere else. But she still was dealing with this dude. So I don't know. I don't know what it was about. Maybe it was, I don't know. It ain't my business. It's just crazy. Like, so yes, it's about the time that I was hanging out with a known dude. Like, you literally was a dude. And people used to ask me, like, how y'all so cool? Like, you trust her? Like, you know, in hindsight, people used to say stuff like that. Like, she be out here doing crazy stuff. Like, she don't be crazy with you. And instead of them saying what she really do, they would just ask me about her being crazy. Like, because guys would say she was crazy. Yeah, and she had a mouth on her, and she had no filter, and she would argue with anybody. And it was hard because they was skimping her on her money. Or she had a deal with them and they were trying to play her. She was all about that coin, baby. Get her money for the stuff that she wanted, but not the stuff she needed. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to stop this right here, y'all. If y'all can relate to a situation like this, or know somebody that been in something like this or was on this type of time, y'all drop it down below in the comment section. If you just want to talk about something else, ask me about my trips or whatever, we can do that here too. And I most definitely would get those edited and uploaded, y'all. Bear with your girl. I do work a regular job, 9 to 5, if you will. So I have other things going on that are important as well, and this is important to me too, but I'll make sure I get that stuff done as soon as I can, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you have yet to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. It costs nothing for you to subscribe. What it does is help motivate me to want to provide y'all content, and it also motivates you too to want to push my videos out there in the algorithm so more people could come along like you guys, subscribe and enjoy tuning in with you all. Also, if you're new to my channel, thank you for subscribing. I do see y'all. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the love y'all give in the comment section. Even if you just leaving a star, a fish, a dog, a smiley face, a period, or I don't know, whatever it is. I try to even reply back a like and a heart or something. Thank y'all so much for that. Also, hit that post bell notification so you'll know exactly when I post. And again, y'all, let me get up out of here and get back to work. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.